This is a perfect time to go over the goals you set for this year. Reflecting on the goals you set for the current year helps you to set new goals that are more realistic and achievable. You can adjust your expectations based on what you've learned about your capacity, resources, and challenges you encountered. Sometimes we get very excited about setting goals for the next year, but it's also very important to sit down and reflect on what we were able to accomplish this year. Reflecting on your goals doesn't need to be a very complex process. Try to keep it as simple as possible and see what were the things that you could have done better this year so you can take those with you and apply in the goals that you set for the next year. How I'm reflecting on my goals is I take the notebook where I wrote all the goals for 2023. I have a blank piece of paper where I write down everything that I'm noticing while going through the list of goals and a pen. The reason why I'm using a blank piece of paper is that I don't want to get distracted to try to be too structured or to use the right colors while I'm analyzing my goals. I'm writing down everything that crossed my mind and then I take those notes and write those down in the notebook using different colors and try to be a little bit more structured. So let's get started. Opening my notebook where I have the goals for 2023, the first one on my list was about my side business. I work as a software architect and I opened my side business in August 2022. 2023 was more about my side business where I was looking to learn what it means to be an entrepreneur, what it means to create videos, because I didn't have any experience nor I had anyone in my family or friends that could have helped me with. Now, looking at my side business goals that I set for 2023, I'll read them as I wrote them in my notebook and then I'll start analyzing them. So I said here, learn how to use Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Create a plan to post often, go live 1 time per month, and create an online program. Now, just looking at this list without trying to analyze and go too deep, I'm noticing that I was not specific enough. Learn how to use Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. What does it mean? Learn how to create an account, learn how to create a reel, a long video, short video. One of the downsides that I noticed this year for not being specific in setting my goals is that I was all over the place and sometimes I also got overwhelmed. Probably one thing that I can write down here is to be more specific when setting goals. And when I say specific, because be more specific is not specific enough, I can say tiny steps that I plan to take, anything that I'm aware that I know that I need to learn, and probably set a deadline. This is an estimated deadline, especially when you do something for the first time, it's more likely for you to not know what steps to take. Like in my case, I didn't know anything about YouTube. So just set something that is more or less what you think based of the information that you currently have to be accurate for you. And then you are learning on the go. Now, the second one was create a plan to post often. Often, what does it mean? Maybe it is 1 time per week, 2 times per week. So to be more specific, I can also write down to mention where applicable how many times I need to do certain things. Also, the next one was go live 1 time per month. I haven't done that. There have been many things that I didn't know about and I spend more time focusing on those. So going live 1 time per month, that was something that I have not accomplished. The second goal was to create an online program. And that's very interesting that at the beginning of the year, I created an online program. I remember that I hosted my first live masterclass where there were 6 or 7 people joining my masterclass. And I was discussing about how to overcome the imposter syndrome. And when I started to talk about my online program, I noticed that people were dropping off the call and I was the only one remaining in that call. So for 2024, maybe one thing that I can learn from this goal is to set realistic goals. Because I don't have control on if people want to buy my online program or if people want to watch my YouTube video. So I need to make sure that the goals that I'm setting for 2024 are 100% in my control. Another thing that I have here is around expenses. and I said track all expenses for my business, spend less money, buy only what's necessarily. I want to say that I did it. I haven't. Unfortunately, I haven't. I spent a lot of money on my side business. Again, not knowing what I need, I started to buy things that I don't need. I don't know if you want to become a content creator or what goals you might have for 2024, but I think that the advice that I'd give to everyone that just gets started and doesn't know anything about being an entrepreneur, being a content creator, it's use your phone, try to buy a decent mic and stay near the window and just record videos, because the first videos probably there won't be a lot of people that will be watching those, because you're still learning how to create a script, how to record yourself. I spent a lot of money. Definitely that was something that I have not accomplished this year. It's still on my 2024 list of goals, but I need to be specific and to be realistic. I really want to think about what actually I really need in order to record videos, in order to do other things that I want to do for 2024, and write that list down. Maybe that's a really good idea. Write that list down with all the things that I know I might need to buy. Write a price and see what will be the total amount. Now, the next goal that I have on my list is about my English, and I wrote down to work on my intonation, improve grammar, and speak freely without a prompter. The first two, I have improved those, but I have not spent dedicated time to improve them. I joined online programs, I joined communities where I had to talk in English and interact with people in English. So indirectly, I improved my intonation, indirectly, I improved my grammar, but I have not spent time just to work on intonation or grammar. But the same thing applies as for the other goals. I was not specific enough. What does it mean to improve my intonation, or which areas of the grammar I need to work on. The third one, though, on the list, to speak freely without a prompter, I can say that this is a big yes. I was able to accomplish this one. At the beginning of the year, when I recorded my first video, I was reading from a prompter, and I know that I was spending hours writing the script word by word, recording videos for maybe 1 or 2 hours, and after editing the videos, I think the end result was 10 minutes or 15 minutes or so. Another goal that I had for 2023 was my health, and here I said to relax my eyes, to work 3 times per week, to do 2 times per week yoga, and also stretching 10 minutes every day during working hours. Health was one of my top priorities this year and will continue to be my top priority next year as well. And as you can notice, because I had a clear vision in mind, being specific about what exactly does it mean to get healthier, has helped me to write down those goals in a specific way, and I was also able to achieve all of them because I knew exactly what I have to do every single day. Another goal that I have on my list is to listen to audiobooks, and I have it written down here, 30 minutes per day, at least while driving. This is one of the things that I learned in Atomic Habits, where it says to try to stack habits where possible. Stacking habits means that if you are already doing things that you don't have to think about and you want to try to add something new in your life, try to see where you can add the new thing between the things that you are already doing. In my case was every time when I have to go with my dogs in a park, while I'm driving, I can also listen to a book. And I was able to listen to 3 books this year just by spending time in traffic. So definitely this is something that I can continue doing for 2024, where stacking goals where possible. This is how I'm reflecting on my list of goals, and practically what I have it written down is to be more specific when I'm setting new goals, is to write down tiny steps, is to know exactly what I want to learn, set an estimated deadline to achieve those goals, mention when applicable how many times I want to do certain things, to set realistic goals, also to continue stacking goals where possible, So by having this list in front of me, it's gonna help me to create a better plan for 2024 to make sure that I avoid making the same mistakes that I did this year. And I mentioned at the beginning of the video that I'm using a blank piece of paper, and the reason is that because this is how it looks when I'm writing down these things that I'm noticing while going through the list of goals. That's it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed this one, and if you found this video valuable, don't forget to like this video because it means a lot to me. Thank you again, and I wish you a wonderful new year. See you in the next video. Bye!